cos, okay, it says 5 cos theta is equals to minus 3, and theta it's less than 180 degrees. Right, to determine the value of the following without the use of a calculator. Okay, this is minus 3. Right, so basically for you to be able to tackle this question, you need to what? You need to have a structure, you need to have a Cartesian plane. Right, when you're given this type of question, the first thing that you do is to draw a Cartesian plane, or the first thing that you do is to first solve for cos. Right, it says, so now we're going to solve for cos. Now it says, since it's 5 cos theta is equals to minus 3, so what we're going to do, we're going to divide by 5, and then you're going to be divided by 5. Right, so you're going to be left with cos theta is equals to what? Minus 3 over 5, and theta is what? And theta it's less than 180 degrees. Right, so now the thing that you need to do is that you see that this structure, this 2D structure is in what? It's in what? It's in the second quadrant, because it says it's in what? Theta, the angle that they're looking for, it's less than 180 degrees, you see. So let's draw a Cartesian plane first and see whether we can tackle the question and demonstrate what it is that it means. Right, so it says cos theta it's what? Is equals to minus 3 over 5. Right, if cos theta is negative, you know that it's in what? It's in a quadrant where it's negative. Right, and also it says that the theta, this theta is what? It's less than 180 degrees, you see. By Cartesian plane, you know that this is 0 degrees, this is 360 degrees, this is 90 degrees, this is 180 degrees, and this is what? This is 270 degrees. Right, now the angle, the structure that you want to draw, it's what? It's in less than the angle that you're looking for. It's in a quadrant that is less than 180 degrees, meaning that it's in the second quadrant. I'm going to clarify why I'm saying it's in the second quadrant. The reason why I'm saying it's in the second quadrant is that it says that the angle that you're looking for, it's less than 180. This is the first what? The first information that you get. The second information that we get, we know that the cos, which is the trigonometric function cos theta, cos is what? It's negative in that quadrant. Right, so we know that the cos theta, it's what? It's negative in the second quadrant. Right, because we know that all angles here in the first quadrant are positive, and here it's sine, which is what? Sine 180 minus theta, and here it's what? It's 10 180 plus theta, and here this is cos 360 minus an angle. Right, so we see in these trigonometric ratios which trigonometric ratio is positive to which quadrant. So given to the example, we know that this angle is what? It's in the second quadrant, because cos here it's negative. Right, and also this angle is what? It's less than 180 degrees. Right, so let's continue with the question. I hope guys you understand this, because this is very important. You cannot do any question, you cannot tackle the question without understanding this information. Right, it's very important. Hence guys, for you to be able to understand trigonometry, you need to visit grade 11 trigonometry. Grade 10 and grade 11 trigonometry are the building blocks of grade 12 trigonometry. In grade 12 they only just introduced 2 topics, the double angle and the compound angles. That's it. Right, so let's get into the question. So now it says it's minus 3 over 5. Right, so let's do it like this. So here we're gonna try now what? We're gonna draw. So this is the angle, so this is the angle theta. Right, so we're gonna make this what? This perpendicular, this vertical line perpendicular to the x-axis. Right, so now it says cos theta is equal to negative 3 over 5. Right, if it's negative and it's cos, you know that cos is what? It's adjacent, which is it's the what? It's the x-axis. So this is negative 3, it's negative 3 over 5, and this is what? And this is 5. Right, because 5 is the what? 5 is the what? Is the hypotenuse. Okay, so now what you're gonna do now next is that we're gonna find for what? We're gonna find for the opposite side, which is the what? Which is the vertical side. Right, which is the vertical side. So now how can we find the value of y? Because this is y, right, and then this is x. So we can find the value of y by using the Pythagoras theorem. So it says, the Pythagoras theorem says r squared is equals to x squared plus y squared. Alright, and you know that r squared is what? It's 5 squared is equals to, we know x squared is minus 3 plus y squared. Right, so 5 squared is what? 5 squared is 25, and then 3 squared is 9 plus y squared. Right, so let's solve for y. Y squared is equals to what? 25 minus 9. guys, if you do not know these stages, you need serious help, you need serious attention, because these are the basics building blocks of mathematics, like trigonometry and everything. Because Pythagoras theorem, I think it was introduced to me in grade 9. You need to understand it, you need to know it. Hence some other steps I'm skipping here, because here I'm supposed to be elaborating. Okay, let me elaborate anyway. So basically what happens is here is that this is the y, this is 25, and this is 9, right? Because what, this is the hypotenuse and this is the what, the adjacent side. Now these two values are squared, right? So now for us to be able to find the value of y, we need to make what? Y the subject of the formula. So if you make y the subject of the formula, you say you put the y on the left hand side and everything else on the right hand side over the equal sign, okay? So yeah, guys, so now since you are looking for the value of y, so basically what you're gonna do, it's gonna be 25 minus 9, which is gonna be what? Which is gonna be 16. So it's gonna be 16, right? So now we're gonna solve for the value of y. So it's y squared minus 16 is equals to 0, right? So you know that this is what? This is the difference of two squares. So how do you solve this difference of two squares? You find their square number, which is the square number of 16. It's 4, right? So it's gonna be y plus 4, y minus 4 is equals to 0. Then it's gonna be what? So y is equals to 4, or y is equals to minus 4. So basically we know that we're looking for what? We as per question, we know that the value of y will have to be what? Will have to be positive, the value of y. So it's gonna be y is equals to 4.